Hello and welcome to ePACT, your emergency network. Today we're going to review how to use the ePACT Admin app, which is available on GooglePlay or in the App Store. Please make sure you have the most up-to-date version of the app on all devices so that you can take advantage of new features like offline check-in as well as bug fixes. Please note that there is the ability to toggle on Quick Login. This will allow you to log in using a fingerprint or PIN in the future. If this is a shared device, this is not recommended. Click on Login, and then you will be prompted to update member records. This is an important step in ensuring that you have this data in offline mode. Click on Go to Update Member Records, followed by Update. It should only take a few seconds. Once you're done, click OK, and then return to My Organizations page. Click on the name of your organization and then decide what you'd like to do, whether it be check members in and out or view member records. Let's start by viewing member records. Here you will see a list of all the members that you are responsible for. Please note that if there is a red exclamation mark before their name, this is to indicate that an important medical condition has been listed, and the summary of it will be right available at the top of the record. To view a record, simply click on the name, and then you can scroll down to view all possible information. If you need to contact a parent, a medical provider, or even an emergency contact, simply scroll to that section and then either click on the phone number or email address, and this will launch either your phone browser or your email browser. You can also add comments by clicking on the Comments tab up there and then clicking on Add Comment. You also have the ability to view shared files by clicking on the Files icon and then clicking on the actual file, and then now you can also send messages from this side of the app. You can send messages to all of the members you are responsible for, or alternately just to one group. If you need to send a message to just one group, select Groups and then select a specific group. From here, you will only be sending messages to the 10 members. Click on the right menu icon in the top right-hand corner and click on Member Messaging. The default for the messaging template is a general message, but you do have the ability to toggle on emergency message. As well, the default recipients of this message are the legal guardians. However, you can include emergency contacts if you want to. And then simply type in your message here. And of course, you can also include one as a text message if you prefer, and even a voice message if your organization is using this feature. And then simply click on Send Message, and all recipients will receive this message in both or all three of those channels. If you want to check members in, you simply need to back out and return to My Organizations page and select that option. You will now see a list of check and check out sheets. You can easily create your own by clicking on Create Sheet, selecting the corresponding group, and then naming it. We recommend naming it something that will make it easy to find in the archives. So in this case, I'm going to name it Summer Week 2. And then you can select a start date. So this will be a June 7th start date. And then if I'm using the sheet right away, I should turn that on. If not, I don't need to toggle that on. I can only toggle it on when I need it. I click on Create, and now the sheet is ready to use. I'm going to back out here and use one of our existing sheets, Summer Week 1. Now, before I start checking members in, even if I'm doing this in offline mode, the important first step is to always sync member records to ensure that all the correct members are in your sheet, especially if this is a Monday morning, as things may have changed and the API may have resynced the sheet according to your registration system. Click on the three buttons, select Sync Sheet, and then select the corresponding group. If you are using the same sheet over and over, you can just select Yes when you are prompted to determine whether you want to keep the check-in statuses. If you are wanting to reset the list every morning, simply click No. Excellent, so you are now ready to start checking members in. So I'm going to click on this sheet. Now you will notice that there is status underneath each of the members' name: passed, not answered, or failed. This is in reference to the health screening and the pre-screening that the parent or the member's legal guardians will have completed 24 hours ago. If you do not have this feature enabled, you simply will not see these statuses. If they have not completed the pre-screening, you can actually conduct a health screening right on site. To check a member in is very easy. Simply click on Check In here, And then if you are using the QR code, you can scan it, but if not, click on Switch to Manual, and then you have a couple of options here. You can choose to be the administrator that checks them in, or you can select an existing contact. If I'm selecting an existing contact, I will click on their name and click on Continue. Their health screening was completed ahead of time, but I will get a chance to review it and then click on Check In. From here, you can determine whether the initials and the signature have to be accepted. If so, you can pass a device over or enter these in on behalf of the parent. If you require signature, you can simply pass the device over and they will be able to sign it. Then click on Check In, and now the member has been checked in. If you have siblings coming, or if someone that is responsible for additional children and they are the emergency contact or pickup contact for, you can use Batch Check-In. Simply click on Batch Check-In, select the 2 siblings here, and click on Check-In. In this case, we're going to use a QR code. Now the answers we will pre-fill again, and I will get a chance to click on Check In. And then of course, as it's being prompting for more than one child, I will get to review the siblings file and then click on Check In. And once again, I can either pass the device over, or it will pre-fill with the QR code with their actual name and initials, and I can click on Check In. Of course, if a parent has not completed the pre-screening, you can just conduct that on-site by clicking on Check In, switching to Manual, and then once again, you can select yourself as the administrator, or you can select the parent or emergency contact. In this case, I'm going to use myself, the administrator, and click on Continue. Here I can now fill the questions out. Perhaps I'm taking a temperature. And of course, if my organization has enabled this, you can also click on No to All, and then click on Check In. As the administrator, I will be prompted to sign if that is the settings that my organization has determined. And now you will see that Darren has been checked in and he has passed health screening. If somebody has failed health screening, you can also deny them admittance. So I'm going to click on Check In here for Jessia. I'm going to switch to Manual, and then I'm going to select one of the existing contacts and click on Continue. I can see here that in the last 48 hours, the member has experienced fatigue, body aches, or a headache. So they actually do have one of the symptoms. In this particular case, I can choose to not check them in, and I can add a note. Did not pass screening, and click on Submit. And now it will look, Jessia will be indicated as having denied entry because she failed her health screening. At the end of the day, you can always check them out the same process by either clicking on Check Out here. And again, you can use a QR code, or alternately, you can just select yourself, and I'll indicate that. An additional feature is also the attendance feature, and this is just to do a head check, especially if you've taken the children off-site and you just want to make sure that everyone's around. Simply click on the attendance icon, take attendance, and anybody who has been checked in will be prompted to confirm that they are there. Perfect. If you want to view the member's record, their history of check-in, or you need to denote them as absent, simply click on their name here and you will be given a small menu. You can click on View Member Record if you need to access their record right away. Another option, you can view their health screening to see their answers. Or alternately, you can also view the history of the sheet so you can see when they were checked in and when they were checked out. And of course, if there is a member that is absent that day, you can also denote them as absent right there. Once you are done with your sheet, you should simply return to the Sheets page, click on the 3 dots right here, and then basically click on Turn Off. Once the sheet has been turned off, you can then archive it to send it to your ePACT dashboard by clicking on the 3 buttons and then clicking on Archive right here, and then selecting Archive. And that is how you check members in and out, and how you can archive lists. Now you do also have the option to use this feature in offline mode. To turn the sheet offline, you will first need to be, again, having an internet connection, because you will need to sync the member records to start. So you will click on Sync Members. Once again, I will reselect the correct group. I'm going to keep the statuses, and now I am ready to turn my sheet offline. To do that, I will click the 3 icons there and then toggle on the Make Offline. Again, you will be shown a few disclaimers. Please make sure you read them carefully so that you are aware of what will happen if you clear the cache on your device. Click on Turn Off Offline Mode and it will download the sheet. And then you can basically use the same functionality for this offline sheet as you would for online. So if I click on the sheet and then I choose to check in the two siblings again, here, check in. I will now select an existing parent. Please remember that QR code is not available in offline mode. It is only in online technology. Click on Continue. Now, in this particular case, health screening is not available in offline mode, so I will need to denote what the answers are by doing an actual health screening on site. I will also do one for the sibling. In this case, again, I will denote no to all. And then as Yvonne is the one checking them in, you can pass the device over for her to sign, or alternately you yourself can sign on her behalf. Click on Check In. And now changes have been saved to your device. So these will need to be uploaded to ensure that that information is sent to your ePACT dashboard. You have 5 days to upload this information. If you click on the menu icon in the top right-hand corner, you will see an option for Upload Offline Changes. If you click on that, you will see any sheet that is available that has changes that are saved locally and need to be uploaded. In that case, you can click on Upload right there. And once you do that, you will be prompted to determine whether you want to continue using the sheet offline or if you want to use it online now. In this particular case, I will click on Go Online. And now the sheet is available for me to use online as well. Of course, at any point, I can turn it offline again by simply toggling off that option, clicking on Turn on Offline Mode, and now the sheet is available for me to use offline. And as you can see, please note that for offline sheets, you will be able to use the sheet for up to 5 days without uploading changes. After 5 days, the sheet will be locked until changes have been uploaded, but then you can reuse it. And of course, at any point, if you are trying to access an offline sheet, you will be warned that it has been turned offline by that specific administrator. Offline sheets are only available to that specific device and that specific administrator that turned them offline. And that is how you use the check-in, check-out options. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to contact us at help@epactnetwork.com or to visit our Help Center for more videos and more help articles about the ePACT Admin app. Thank you and have a great day.